That's great, Dad. How does Captain Smoke Show fit in all that?
You can't make it up, you guys.
I'm Jaime Fritsch. I need all you dozens of viewers out there to just tell me how you like this, alright? Welcome to the show.
Friends, you ever get a kick out of watching a film or a television show that is set in your city where you live? You know, like if you live in Chicago, maybe you like to watch Chicago Fire. Or if you live in St. Louis, maybe you like to watch Meet Me in St. Louis, which I'm pretty sure is the only film ever set in St. Louis. Personally, I just moved to Nashville, so I want to watch shows that are set in Nashville, you know? I'm just dying to see my favorite things about this city portrayed on the big screen. Things like terrible traffic, high costs of living, overwhelming tourism, and lack of sidewalks. So for a while, it seemed like the only option for a show about Nashville was the show Nashville. Until, of course, Saturday, when I discovered a new show on Hulu called 911 Nashville. And oh my God, I can't believe it's real. And neither will you.
What is that?
Stripper oil.
My parents were visiting this weekend. We put it on Saturday. We had like a lull in the day, and I was just like, we were putting something on for background. And like 2 minutes in, I looked over at my mom and Nick, and I was like, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? And then we proceeded to laugh hysterically for the next 45 minutes. And so I knew I had to make a video about it for you today. So I'm not going to give you any spoilers like I normally do. I'm not even going to give you the plot synopsis. I just want you to be as surprised and shocked as we were.
My niece is flying through the sky.
So cozy up. It's a beautiful fall evening. Pour yourself a drink. And let's talk about the worst new show on Hulu. And possibly of all time. After a quick word from today's sponsor.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Hey friends. So as many of you know, I moved to Nashville recently, and I've made an observation since coming here, which is that almost all of the new friends I've made are all sober. AKA, no one will have a drink with me. But it's fine, because what I realized is that mocktails exist. Oops. So I started getting obsessed with buying fun drinks and social tonics and prebiotic drinks and fizzy stuff, and I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that the best place to shop for my new obsession was Thrive Market, which is today's sponsor. Because 9 times out of 10, it is less expensive there, and I know that, you know, it's a good company that I like to shop with. So if you're not familiar with Thrive Market, they're an online grocery store, meaning you can buy groceries without having to get off your couch. And they vet all of the ingredients that are in all of the products. So you know that what you're getting is good quality. It's not full of gross chemicals and nasty crap. So I order from there every 5 or 6 weeks or so. I stock up. This time I got my favorite decaf cold brew, but then I just went a little bit ham and got all kinds of fun drinks to make mocktails with. I also love discovering new brands on there. I discovered this Hi-O brand. It's like a social tonic. I think it's pronounced Hi-O. Oh my gosh. I line the glass with something fun like lemon or oranges or cucumbers. Pour the tonic in there, squeeze a little lime. It is the best, and it's such a fun way to just like give yourself a little dopamine hit during the day without, you know, showing up for work an hour later buzzed. But of course, they don't just have drinks. I mean, they have everything you could ever want. I've been shopping with them forever. So friends, if you're interested in checking out Thrive Market, you can click the link in my description box or go to thrivemarket.com/JamieFrench60, and that will save you $20 off your first 3 orders plus a free $60 gift when you join Thrive Market today. Oh my God. Babe, you have to try this. You like it?
Of course.
You know, anytime you want, I can make you one of these. Once again, my loves, it is thrivemarket.com/JamieFrench60, and that saves you $20 off your first 3 orders, plus you get a free $60 gift when you join Thrive Market today. Thank you, Thrive Market, for sponsoring a portion of today's video. Now back to the show. Hey kids, we're back. So the main characters, at least of this pilot episode, are Don and Ryan Hart.
Nashville's own father-son duo, Don and Ryan Hart.
Yeah, they're a father-son duo. They're a firefighting, horse-riding, unexciting father-son duo. And Don is married to this gal named Blythe, and this little family appears to be kind of like the town royalty. You know, they're the hometown rodeo champs. They're local heroes because they're firefighters. You get it. Don and Blythe seem like a super cute couple.
Well, you gonna give your wife a kiss or what, Captain?
You do not want a kiss from me right now, Blythe.
You're liable to get some muck all over your Louis Vuittons.
I love the writing here. It really shows the love that these two share.
Because there's no greater aphrodisiac
Then the smell of horse crap.
than the smell of your horse crap.
Speaking of horse crap and aphrodisiacs, let's meet another character.
Show some love, the Captain Smoke Show.
Yeah, so this is Captain Smoke Show, the stripper, whose real name is Blue, like the color.
It's blue, like the color.
I keep thinking about when I watched this with my mom, her reaction. She looked at me and goes, Blue! The guy's name is Blue. Now, at first we don't learn much about Blue apart from the fact that he's a stripper. A stripper dressed as a fireman. Curious. So while he's up there trying to strip, there's this girl in the crowd who is being super mean and bullying this other woman who happens to be in a wheelchair.
Sorry, you're blocking our view. Shut up, Hot Wheels.
Wow. How dare you laugh at something like that? And Captain Smoke Show somehow hears it from like 20 feet away in the middle of a strip club, but he is not having any of that. So he like goes over there to give the girl in the wheelchair some special treatment.
I have a package for special delivery.
I think this was just like a quick and easy way for them to establish his character, you know, like, yeah, sure, maybe he's a stripper, but he's got heart, you know? Anyway, and because he was nice to this woman and gave her a special lap dance, he gets in trouble.
Can't do that inside the city limits.
They were bullying her, Mick. I'm not gonna apologize for being a human being.
You're not a human being. You're a set of abs.
Man, poor Blue / Captain Smoke Show. If only something crazy life-changing could happen that could take him away from all this, away from stripper life, you know? Oh, look, a girl having a heart attack at a bachelorette party.
Go, are you okay?
Sorry, did I say heart attack? I meant fart attack. Okay, look, guys, we have to go off the rails a little bit here. Bear with me. If any of you came to any of my shows on the Just Okay tour, then perhaps you remember me talking about the fart heard around the world. Some refer to this as the fart heard around the world. It was a whole weird segment at my show. And I showed you during my show with evidence in my slideshow that this particular fart sound effect has been featured in like 20 plus feature films. Let's put them all together, Luke. You're welcome. Don't ask me how I figured it out, okay? It's from many years of editing videos with fart sound effects. You start to recognize the pitch. So imagine the happiness I felt when I knew that fart right away. I'd know it anywhere. Also, this is an actual true story. About an hour after we watched this, we watched one of the newest episodes of Family Guy, and it was also in that episode of Family Guy, and I'm not kidding. This fart at this point is following me. But anyway, moving on. So thank goodness this girl was not having a heart attack. It was just a fart attack. And the gals at this bachelorette party are all safe and sound until, of course, they start pedaling again without the driver.
Guys, where's the driver?
The driver is chilling in the street because she was trying to save the redheaded girl from her fart attack, remember?
911, what's your emergency?
Bachelorettes are bleeding all over Broadway.
Yeah, get ready, you guys, because that is the first of many incredible 911 calls that you will hear in this show. Because it's 911 Nashville. I love the use of alliteration here. Bachelorettes are bleeding out on Broadway. So many B's.
Bachelorettes are bleeding all over Broadway.
Because a bimbo bamboozled a bunch of babes on a bus by bluffing a blockage, but barnacles, it was just her butt and belly. You guys, this show is not a joke. I need you to remind yourselves of that every few minutes. The creators of this show are dead serious. Just think about that. So while the girls from the bachelorette party are like bleeding out and dying, there's a bunch of people standing around filming, which honestly is probably the only realistic part of this entire show. But thankfully, a hero shows up just in the nick of time. Not the hero we asked for, but the hero we deserve. Or something like that. I feel like that's how the quote goes.
You gotta stop the bleeding.
That's right, kids. It's Blue. Big, bodacious, buff boy Blue. To block the bleeding. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I would think, I personally felt like the pretty obvious solution here was to kind of band together. All these people, all these uninjured people standing around doing nothing could have banded together and lifted the bus even just a few inches off of this girl. But Blue, of course, has something much more efficient up his sleeve.
I got an idea.
What is that?
Stripper oil.
Oh, no, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. spray some oil over top of the several pints of blood flowing from her gaping wound. It was looking a little dry. So they yank her out from under the thing. It looked so painful and gross and unnecessary, but worse than that, I didn't realize until watching this the second time, the noises that the women are making in the background, it's very obnoxious. I haven't heard crazy background moans like that since Emma Roberts and Madam Web. Anyway, wouldn't you know it, guys, but not only does the stripper oil come in handy, but so does his stripper outfit.
I gotta make a tourniquet. There we go.
Way to go, Blue. Way to make good use of your talents and your stripper items. You're my boy, Blue.
You're my boy, Blue!
So friends, this obviously is an emergency, a 911 emergency. So guess who shows up?
Dispatch said the first one's here.
They did.
Well, then who the hell is that?
That's Captain Smoke Show.
I love how like the real firefighters show up and they see the stripper firefighter and they're like, way to go, firefighter.
We'll take over from here, firefighter.
Not a firefighter, I'm a dancer.
Well, you did great.
Where the hell did you learn to do that? You got talent, man. If you ever want to make a career shift, you let us know.
Why is everybody complimenting him? He just used stripper oil. What even is stripper oil? Is that the same as regular oil? What does a horseshoe do? Anyway, so Dawn walks up and recognizes Blue and we get our first little bit of drama. Or actually, sorry, I forgot about the fart attack and the car crash, so we get our third little bit of drama.
You?
Yeah, me. What are the odds?
You guys, what, you know each other?
Don't ask me how, but Nick clocked this immediately and he goes, how much you want to bet Captain Smoke Show is Don's long-lost son? And he is. He's his long-lost son.
Ryan, this is your brother.
Personally, the way they were staring at each other, I was thinking it was more of like a Brokeback Mountain type of situation, but I was wrong as usual. So Ryan is understandably upset, right? He's like, dude, how could you not tell me I had a brother? And how could you do this to mom and all that stuff?
That's great, Dad. How does Captain Smoke Show fit in all that?
Can't make it up, you guys. So Don explains to Ryan, he's like, look, when you were just a little boy off at scout camp, your mom and I separated and I hooked up with one of my ex-girlfriends named Dixie.
I ran into an ex at a nightclub. He was a singer, Dixie.
And I cannot wait to tell you who plays Dixie. And when I say I cannot wait, I mean I literally cannot wait. So I'm going to tell you right now, it's Leanne Rimes.
That's right.
But we'll talk about that later. So Don's like trying to get his son on board with this. He's like, look, man, this could be a good thing. All right, you said yourself the Blue was super talented.
Yeah, that was before I knew he was a stripper.
So then, as coincidence would have it, Blue shows up and asks for a job.
If y'all were serious about offering me that job, I'd like to take you up on it.
He gets weirdly emotional. He's like, you know, as soon as I saved that girl's life with my stripper oil, I immediately went and gave my resignation as a stripper.
All those times I was on stage, I never felt as seen as when that girl looked up at me from the street.
And as much as I love wagging my ding-a-ling and drunk women and ugly red cowboy hats, I know in my heart it could never compare to the thrill of spraying stripper oil on a gaping wound.
Stripper oil.
Why did he say he liked feeling seen?
Which I never felt as seen as when that girl looked up at me from the street.
I don't feel like that's a reason to become a firefighter, but that's what he does. He straight up just becomes a firefighter the next day.
I'd like to introduce Blue Bennings. He's our new cadet.
I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can just decide to be a firefighter.
Captain Smoke Show.
Yeah, well, not anymore.
Yeah, so he is a firefighter now, but you're gonna have to wait and see how it all pans out until after a short break. Go get yourself a Xanax, okay? You're gonna need one. See you there. Hey kids, we're back. And it's time for some random little girl's birthday party.
All right, kids, time for presents.
And I guess this scene is strictly here because it ends in a 911 call. I don't think any of these characters are recurring characters. According to IMDb, all of these actors are only in one episode. But anyway, we have to talk about it because it's incredible. So they're at this little girl named Faith's birthday party. It's at a park. This lady named Gabby gifts her niece a kite.
Can you teach me how to use it?
Hell yeah, I can.
And then we get to see what I have officially labeled as the greatest scene in Hulu original history.
Go, 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 go. That's it. Yes, that's it.
And again, friends, I feel like I have to remind you, This is not a joke.
911, what's your emergency?
My niece is flying through the sky.
I keep laughing remembering my mom's reaction to these scenes. My niece is flying through the sky. So now we get to meet this other character named Cammy. She works for 911. She's also like one of the firefighters / singers music manager. I'm a little unclear at what her role is going to be, but she works at 911.
We were flying a kite and she just took off.
Are you serious?
So they call her and she decides to FaceTime them during the 911 call. I can't say I've ever seen that happen or heard of that, but you know, it is 2025. I guess it makes sense.
We need to figure out a way to catch her. Does anybody have a blanket?
No, we don't have one.
Wow, this is a very unique situation. I can't say I've ever seen anything like this. Poor little Faith is in serious trouble here. So they don't have a blanket to create a net to catch her, but they do have a tablecloth.
Go right! I said go right!
Oh, never mind. That didn't work at all. But you know what they say. You win a few, you lose a lot. So how exactly do you guys think they're going to save this little girl flying through the sky on a kite? Well, if you guess that they're all going to kind of link their arms together like a cheerleader basket toss, you are not only correct, but you're a G-dang genius. But how did they know like exactly where she was gonna fall? Man, thank God Cammy had time to Google how to make a human net, or poor little Faith would have been dead as a doornail. A lot of people narrowly escaping death in this show. Ow! So if these aren't recurring characters, why was there such an emphasis on the aunt being poor?
You said it was a $30 limit.
Like she kept complaining that people's gifts were too expensive. Why was that necessary if it's never going to come back? I don't know, friends, but it is finally time for us to talk about LeAnn Rimes' character, also known as Blue's mama, also known as Dixie Bennings.
Can you believe that Carrie wanted to sing Jesus Take the Wheel in F sharp? I marched into that booth and I told her, girl, you are singing to the Lord and Savior.
Wait, so that means Blue's last name is Bennings? Blue Bennings?
Blue Bennings.
Bodacious buff bod Blue Bennings? What's with the letter B in the show? So Dixie Bennings is like a washed up singer-songwriter. She's very bitter because, you know, she sang on all these super famous women's records like Carrie Underwood and Shania Twain.
Reba, Winona, Dolly, Miley, and they all got my vocals all over their biggest hits.
But her career kind of got killed because she got vocal polyps or something.
What do I get? Be struck down in my prime. The universe takes my singing voice with these polyps.
Universe in a pack-a-day habit.
And it turns out that little Miss Dixie here is not a good person. She's the villain.
I just don't feel like I can go through with this plan anymore.
Oh, you mean the plan to save your mother's very livelihood?
Yeah, so essentially she needs some kind of surgery, I'm assuming, for the vocal polyps, but it could be, maybe she wants a chin implant, a chimplant. I don't know. Not that she needs one, but you never know. I don't know what the surgery is. She needs surgery, and she wants Blue to manipulate his father that he just met into paying for it.
God, you have been my rock ever since the day you were born.
Cool, so you're an extremely codependent mother.
I want you to go into that firehouse, and I want you to start sinking your hooks into them.
Careful what you wish for.
Ooh, snap, you guys. Foreshadowing. Wait, how do we, I want to figure out how to have a watch party for episode 2. I'm pretty sure episode 2 is already out. Maybe we could talk about it on Twitter/X or something. So friends, here's where this show goes from great to phenomenal. And if we're lucky, maybe there'll be a tornado.
If we're lucky, maybe there'll be a tornado.
So during a Kane Brown concert featuring actual Kane Brown, a tornado comes and jacks up the stage and stuff breaks. And the whole scaffolding lighting rig, I don't know what it's called, but you get it, crashes to the ground and traps a bunch of people underneath it. Well, friends, this looks like a job for Nashville's finest. Somebody better call 911.
You gotta help. The stage just blew over on Kane Brown.
Kane Brown is fine. He's one of the ones that didn't get injured. So as you can tell, Big Blue's first day on the job is an 11 out of 10 emergency. He's immediately thrown into the action. It's gonna take more than stripper oil to slide out of this catastrophe. Cammy, can you help us out?
Copy 113, 110, 116, and you, sir, are en route. They all know you're the IC. And be advised, a tornado has touched down in the area.
Yeah, there's a tornado coming, so they have to save all these people super fast, but they're all dying to death.
Daddy, wake up.
Oh, he can't, sweetie pie. He can't wake up because he's dead. His dad has a doornail, okay, sweetie?
Daddy!
Ah, dang it. Can someone please die? Please. You guys teased us already with the fart attack and the kid on the kite. I need a death.
We gotta go faster, boys. That twister's coming. Get those winches ready.
Yeah, so for the next 10 minutes, they just kind of struggle to come up with a solution to save all these people stuck under this metal stuff who clearly need help.
Faster, boys.
And every so often, they're reminding us, like, the tornado is coming, and they keep showing it to us.
Y'all have less than 10 minutes before that twister hits.
Get those winches ready. Okay, we don't have enough
time. Wait, am I crazy, or is that, like, not getting any closer? So, friends, in a heartwarming act of community heroism led by Kane Brown himself, all of the uninjured people band together to lift the metal thing off of those other peeps.
Pull him out! Pull him out! Pull him out! Keep holding it! Keep holding it! We good?
But oh no, you guys, they forgot the lighting guy.
Help! Help! You hear that? There. Please, somebody help me! Right there.
Now, how in the world did you guys miss him?
I didn't think to look up!
Oh, well, that makes sense. I love this scene because he makes the two girl firefighters, Taylor and Dr. Roxy, he's like, go! Tend to the injured.
Anyone with paramedic training needs to be in there with them.
And they're like, yes, sir, Captain, we're gonna go tend to the injured. And by tend to the injured, I mean we're gonna hide under this thing and watch all the action without helping. Anyway, friends, seconds remain on the clock before the twister hits. Will they save the sound guy?
Help!
Oh, cliffhanger alert, dude! I don't know about you guys, but I am 100% fully invested. I'm not kidding. I'm pretty sure, like I said, episode 2 is already out, so please go watch this on Hulu. I don't know how much power we have here on this channel as a friend group, but wouldn't it be cool if we could all band together and grab each other's wrists and make a human net and stream the living heck out of the show to like improve its ratings? Because the reviews are really bad. My mom read some of them and it was like mostly people who thought it was a joke or that it was written with AI. I like this one. This was terrible. Like, really? How the heck did that girl go flying from a kite? Like, what? Yes, okay, it's bad. That's why we've had so much fun here today. But sometimes pilots are bad, you know, inherently. I don't know why. That's interesting. Why do pilots often suck? Beyond horrible, seriously, the show was green-lighted. I think before you start making those sort of criticisms, you should probably check your own grammar, do you know what I mean? Because the proper word is greenlit, innit? Again, I'm obsessed, and obviously, like, the bad parts are bad, but I think the show's heart is in the right place, and, like, this is neither here nor there, but if season 2 is being cast right now, I would really, really appreciate an audition, and I will do the best, worst, okayest job ever if the casting director could just give me a chance and not look at me as an influencer like all the other casting directors do. And I don't even care what my role is. I can be the next bachelorette that has a fart attack. I don't care. Thank you. Well, friends, I gotta get out of here. Can't wait to watch episode 2. Don't forget to come see me this Sunday live at the Nashville City Winery. Maybe even hang out with me afterwards. I want to find a way to meet some of you guys while I'm there, even though it's not my show. I don't know, but come see me. And hopefully there won't be any emergencies for which we would have to call 911. All right, love you. See you the next one. Peace out. I still have a dog poop bag in my jacket from Penny's walk earlier. There's no dog poop in it. It was just the bag I brought in case she pooped. Because a bimbo bamboozled a bunch of babes on a bus by bluffing a blockage, but barnacles, it was just her butt and belly. How am I going to memorize that? A bimbo bamboozled a bunch of babes on a bus by bluffing a blockage, but barnacles, it was just her butt and belly. Because a bimbo bamboozled a bunch of babes on a bus by Because a bimbo bamboozled a bunch of babes on a bus by bluffing a blockage, but barnacles, it was just her butt and belly.